on IG Live. You know what I'm saying?
You can put your phone on your live. Your followers are following.
Yeah, I mean your people see the joint too.
The jig is on.
Boss man.
Boss man, what's good, boss man?
Funniest nigga we had up in your man Truck Bryant.
Truck.
Nigga, yeah, that's family.
My man, Coach Cat too.
Truck is
I'm
hilarious,
calm now.
man. Nigga, Truck is hilarious.
Yeah, y'all about to do some funny shit.
That's what I'm talking about.
Chuck Bryan.
Zig wasn't walking the park. Nigga see Zig and said, "We got a long night."
Can't win with the lose.
It says HDMI 3. The 3 is the only one in the back right now.
Come on, y'all. Let me know when y'all ready.
We good.
No, because everybody talking. Wait, let me know when you ready.
I'm ready.
So with the music, put these mics down because last time we had them shits in your face. We play the music, they'd be able to hear it, not us though.
Where my hat at, man?
The last time you played,
Do I need the wire? I need that wire in there. Early, man.
I'm gonna have a talk. I'm gonna have a talk with him after this, man. He be having his talks with me. I'm gonna have a talk with you later on, buddy.
It's me today?
Yes.
Damn.
Talk with you later on about this. I know y'all see those Jets. I know we're talking basketball right now, but I can't help but to let y'all know about my Jets, baby. Y'all see us. I told y'all when my quarterback came back, we'd be special, man.
Smile, hey, Cupcakes, I appreciate you.
Hey, Cupcakes.
Damn, you gotta do that? I can't.
It's all good, baby. My man, take care of that, Leon. For 5 heartbeats. Leon. Don't laugh, cat. Don't laugh, editor. Come on now, baby. There you go.
We good. Come on, y'all. Let's go.
We good, man. All
Yes,
balls
sir.
said we
Yes,
good.
sir.
Yes, sir. We live, y'all, on the Grizzam,
Yeah,
Facebook,
you gotta hit the
Twitch.
joint.
This year, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
We live on
Nah,
everything.
Look. You wanna go? Look. So hold on, let me ask y'all a question. Look, should he go live or should he come on our live? Fabian,
No, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just
go on your live.
Go your own live.
Yo, which one is it? How was the way where his people all see as well? Right.
Yeah, go
Yeah,
live
So
on your.
join the-
Right. So get out the live. Get out the live. No. Look, boom, in the video. All that because you ain't doing nothing. Now.
Shout out to Philadelphia, man. My man
Go up
Spank
there,
team,
just-
man. My man Spank. I love Spank.
Now should he come on the
His team
screen
is in
now?
first place. Shout out to Philly. I know
Yo.
he's talking about.
Come on, y'all. He leave his like that or he come on the
No,
screen.
we're talking basketball. But shout out to the Jets.
Babe, come on, y'all. What should he do? Leave it like that?
Nah. We gotta ask you to sign in.
You gotta request a video. So request look. Go ahead, request hit it. And then I see it, right? Boom.
Shout out to the Jets.
Who is that? Jim now? They bugging. Can't come in the building yet.
Shout out to the Jets. I'm gonna keep saying it, man. Shout out to the Giants too. They rocking and rolling.
All right.
Big
Now,
Blue.
put it, yeah, however,
Shout out
yeah.
to my man Spanky
Come on, y'all.
Philadelphia.
All right, yes, sir. We in the building.
We in the building, y'all.
You gotta mute it, right?
Yeah.
Get the mic down.
All right,
There you go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all can hear us in the building? Yeah, see, now your people's coming in. Yo, listen.
Give me that music, man.
We got a legend in the building.
Give me that music, old ball.
I don't know if that music, listen.
Give me that music for my man Zig, man.
You hear it? Yeah, look, no good.
in the building.
You hear that shit, right?
Nah, it's delayed.
Oh, all right. You can hear the music?
You hear that?
They should be able to hear because we can hear it. Yeah. We got a legend in the building. Everybody, look, them all your
My man
people
Zig
see.
in the building, man. Legend. Y'all know who he is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yo, listen, everybody.
State.
What Khaled said? Another one.
Another one.
Listen, we got another legend, Harlem, New York City on. This is all ball.
Uncle Ice, baby.
Hey, man, and we got, listen, man, family, Harlem legend, played against them all, played with them all. We got Zig in the building. Zig, what's happening?
Hey, what's going on, fellas? What's going
Yes,
on?
sir. Yes, sir.
Happy to be here. You know?
Yes.
Happy to have you here, Zig.
Yeah. Appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate you, my brother. How's everything been?
Everything's great with me, man. You know, I'm just here. We're about to talk. You know,
That's
let y'all
right.
know a lot of things here,
That's
but I
right.
appreciate the situation. But everything else is great, man.
Yes, sir.
Family good. I'm here.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Uncle Ice. What you got to ask? Let's get right to it. We
Get
started
right
off
to
late.
it,
Let's
man.
get right to
Uncle
it.
Ice want to know, when did you start playing ball, Zig?
Let me make it quick. Like, I first started playing when I was like 9. You know what I mean? I'm
Okay.
from Sugar Hill originally, 159th, 158th, St. Nicholas.
Original Sugar Hill.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
sir.
played for my man Dave Crenshaw. You know what I mean? DRC Dreamers. You know what I mean? We used to get smacked. You know what I mean? We used to play in Citywide when it was in Brandeis and all
Right,
that.
exactly.
And then I had a situation where I got to move down to 140th, 7th, and 8th.
Okay.
Real crazy experience, but that's something different.
Right.
And when I got down there, I started playing with Young Life. And Thurm was the head coach of Young Life. And kind of took off from there. Like Thurm, you know, he took me to Small Fry. I was like 12. He took us to Chicago. You know, so it started like right there. That's when I really fell for the love. I'm like, oh, they taking me places?
Traveling?
Yeah.
Right.
And then we had the Converse, the yellow, purple, and white joints. So
Yeah, y'all was yellow and gold, right?
yeah, it was purple game.
Purple,
So
right.
yeah,
Right,
Thurm
right.
made me believe. So I was like, yeah, let's do it. You know?
Okay. So, Zig, when did you know? At what age did you know you was nice?
Probably around the time when I got with Thurm. I was stronger than a lot of kids. You know what I'm saying? I was a little brolic dude. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, and I found out later they was calling me Terminator because Ron Matthias. You know what I'm saying? But I was
okay.
playing Small Fry. They was calling me Terminator. I didn't really
know why.
understand.
Right.
And I thought they was talking about the movie. You know what I mean?
Terminator. Shout out to
Yeah, I was just
Term.
running through everybody. You know what I mean? So, you know, at like 12, I was, you know, now you go to games and scores 34, 33. I was getting 20 at 12. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Me, my man McKey, you know, even Val was down, Lou Dingo, all the young guys, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Things like that.
Okay.
To play against Tone Rose at Aim High. So yeah, that's when I figured I think I could do this.
Right. And I just want to ask you, I know at 12 you figured you could do it. Who was your motivation? Like, who did you put patting your game behind in your neighborhood or in the NBA? Which player did you like to say that you patting your game behind?
Rod Strickland.
Boogie Rod. Shout out
Rod
Boogie Rod.
Strickland.
What was it about Rod that you wanted to play like him?
His in and out, the way he just moved the game. When he came down the court, it was in and out, left hand, right hand. You know what I mean?
Right.
And but Rod had, when I was little, like I said, so Rod had like a spin off the glass. Like he'd get to the basket and put his, you know. So I just took that, and that was like my move. I get to the basket, put that body on you, throw that spin up against the
So
glass.
hold on, y'all was
easy.
Y'all was the first to jelly.
Yeah, we've been
For the jelly was jelly.
No, I'm just saying, you know, a lot of people don't know that.
No, a lot of people, if anybody
That was
watching
the
this,
finger roll?
they'll say, somebody might say that's one of my biggest things. I used to jelly it. You know what I mean? At
Right.
5'8", I was dunking as well. And that's
Wow.
facts. People know that.
Right.
But I used to be scared people. I used to jump off 2 legs. I used to think people would jump under me. So I used to just jelly it real hard. You know?
Right.
You know?
Okay, yo, man. Once again, old boy with Uncle Ice, man. We got the legend Harlem Zone, New York. We got my guy Zig in the building. Now, Zig, as far did you in school, did you play junior high school basketball, or it was like outside in the streets or AAU circuit and then the high school?
Yeah, so like I said, with Thurm, I played with Thurm, you know what I'm saying, at 12, like 12, 13. It was short-lived because Young Life at that time, Thurm had moved on to Riverside.
Right.
Within that time, you know, I was in, like I said, I'm from 140th, 7th, and 8th. So I was into a whole bunch of other different things, you know what I'm saying? But I still played street ball.
Right.
I wound up playing with Tip, my man Mike Bright. He gave me an outlet. You know, me and Sham went up there, my man Woods. We went up there and played with them. He gave us an outlet, but it was in the Bronx. It was kind of far.
Right.
So I really didn't, you know what I'm saying? I didn't play for a minute, you know what I mean?
Right.
So junior high school wasn't even a thought of. I wasn't even going, going, you know what I mean?
Right.
I was a bright kid. I understood you know what I'm saying, the game, but I just was trying to figure it out in the streets.
Right.
But then I met a man named Ron Carlos. God bless his soul. You know
Nice.
what I mean? He was working at Minnesink Townhouse,
Okay.
and we built the program there. Like he brought me in. He already had his program. It was the Panthers,
Right.
whatever. But when he brought me in, I kind of brought other guys in that, you know what I'm saying? That was about it.
You help
And we
recruit.
start competing.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it was us, Gauchos,
You,
Riverside, and
you was
Minnesink.
recruiting and all that while you was
Right.
over there.
So
Yeah.
then that's when I kind of fell in love with it a little bit. And just to tell you the story real quick, God bless his soul, HUD. I went to a game one day. I was going to do my business in the streets, and I saw him one day, and he like, yo, Zig, man, come with me to this tryout.
Right.
So I went to the tryout. It was Ron Carlos. When I get there, it was a man named something Mr. Green. He was from LaSalle.
Right.
And he asked me if I wanted to go to school. And I said, yeah. So I went, took the test for LaSalle. Me and a couple other guys wound up not getting in LaSalle. Ron told me to go to Rice, took the test for Rice, aced it,
Wow.
never looked back.
Rest is
look back.
history. Yes, sir. Once again, man, we need everybody to show love, follow, support him, man. We got Zig in the building. Like
That's
I said,
right.
we're gonna get to a lot of legendary stories. What's up, Uncle Weiss?
Oh man, Zig. I want to know at Rice, who was your team, man? Who did you play with at Rice?
Let them know what was the year and all that.
Some of the
Coach,
accomplishments.
yeah.
So, you know, I don't want to just jump in the big name because my gradual growth came from the dudes I actually played with at first.
Yeah, start from the
Exactly.
beginning.
So,
yeah.
you know, I went to Rice, you know, like saying, when I went to Rice, I didn't even understand it. Like I said, a guy came to me, and my man Ron, like I said, God bless his soul, one of the best guys ever in my life. You know, they put me in a situation, I'm not thinking about anything but basketball. You know what I
Right.
mean? So when I get there, I see a lot of guys that I used to play against, you know, Gauchos and Riverside and all this stuff. So,
Crowded in the building, huh?
yeah, it's crowded. So I'm
Crowded in
looking
the
like, I'm
building.
trying to figure out, like, you know,
Where you gonna fit in?
where we go at from here. The thing about it was they didn't even give me an opportunity to try out for JV or freshman. See, that's what really got me upset. And that's what really led to my story at Rice. It made me like, y'all gonna sit behind me the rest of these years. You know what I'm saying?
Talk that talk. That's
right.
right.
My freshman year, like, you know, DeMello and them didn't even give us a chance. You know, like I said, we were Minnesink kids that came in. Me, my man Scrap, my man Jermaine Grant, a couple of them.
Big shout out all them
my
dudes.
man Bird, Jamal Hunter, the bounty hunter,
Right.
55th.
Right.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. Play hard, you know, he big in my heart, real talk when it comes to basketball. But anyway, he wasn't given the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So we made the freshman team, and we wound up playing JV and varsity, like scrimmage.
Right.
And we beat both of them. That's facts. Everybody on that freshman team was mad because we didn't get the opportunity. And then you got guys that was freshmen playing JV and varsity because they was down with Gaucho. So we took it personal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that year we went undefeated, 25-0. I was like 23. We lost in the championship to Christ the King, Harvey Rebel and them.
Okay.
Shout out to Harvey Rebel. You know what I'm saying? We lost by like 3. It was crazy. That was like the worst situation ever in my life outside of my junior year. But so then the next year, you know, DeMello gave me an opportunity, which was my head coach. Everybody try out. The crazy thing about it was Talent Time closed down.
More players came in.
So more players came in.
Right.
So now DeMello telling me this is my spot. Now Sean Wise coming. Sean Wise is one of the top seniors in the city. You know what I'm saying? Like the first 4 games, I came off the bench. You know what I mean? I was mad. But we got to like Florida to this tournament. No disrespect to Sean. Sean is my brother. Sean couldn't play no D. This dude was scorching him.
Right.
DeMello put me in. I shut him down. And I had like 10.6 assists. I started every game of my career from that day.
There you go. Nice. Good. Once again, man, y'all hear the stories, legendary stories, man. We got more with my guy Zig, man. Uncle Weiss, you got anything you want to add on?
Hold on. Let me just go back to
Oh, yeah, so go ahead.
Come on,
Right,
Zig. Let's go. Let's flow.
So
Yeah, it's
my
just you.
sophomore year, we got me, Sean Wise, Felipe Lopez, Reggie Freeman, Gerald Cox, Kojo Lockhart, who was a killer. He was like the leading scorer in the city as a
Kojo
freshman.
Lockhart.
Kojo
Wow.
Lockhart, killer. If y'all can ever get him on here, Lord have mercy.
What's his
Where
name?
you from?
Kojo Lockhart. He's from downtown, but Kojo was the #1 freshman in the city.
Kojo, we need
Whoever
you,
know
baby.
Kojo Lockhart, we need him in the building.
Tell him it is in the
He
DM.
went to Talent Town. That was him, Kareem Reed, Steve McDowell, Aaron Garris, Russ, my man Russ. I mean, they had a crew. You know what I mean? They took JV that year. So you got to think, you know, Reem wound up going to St. Ray, Steve went to LaSalle, Sean, Manute, them guys, Russ, they all came to Rice. So now it's more crowded. Like I said, once again, never looked back after that. But then I played with Reg, you know, that went to Texas. My man Joe Cox,
Freeman, right?
who signed with Alabama, but he wound up going JUCO. Gary Saunders, who went to Georgia Tech.
Yeah, shout out G-Dog. Yes,
My
sir.
brother Scientific Matt, who went to Florida A&M.
Yeah, shout
I mean,
out
everybody on my
Scientific.
team went Division I, man. We were solid, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We went after it. You know what I mean? But the league was tough. You know, we got St. Ray's with Reem. We got Steve McDowell and Shan Millisal. We got Tariq back at All Hallows. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Yeah,
every night it was a fight.
Wasn't no night off.
Wasn't
Tough.
no night off.
That was,
No night
listen,
off.
that might, I argue with some of my young fellas, right?
Charles Jones.
Charles Jones.
Like the nation, LIU.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question before we get to, like you said, now the senior year in Rice. What you think is the toughest era New York City point guards? Some of the young dudes like that Kimber era with Corey Fisher and all them. But then now when you get to your era, how do you see that?
I look at it. I look at it like the NBA and stuff like that. You know how they be trying to compare eras.
Right,
Like sometimes
right.
you can't compare, but you can, because we played so deep into the era. Like even when a lot of my guys who, even when they finished, they still were playing when these young guys were playing.
Got you,
like you know what I
got
mean,
you.
competing
Right.
against them in 55th,
Right.
Kingdom, things like that. Like
Right,
you know what I'm
right.
saying. So we were still competing. You know, I don't know, man. What I will say is the guards got more opportunity now in regards to getting to the pros.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
During my era, it was tough, man. You know what I'm saying? You still had the Rods and the Mark Jacksons and the Stocktons and all of them in the league. Now you got Ish Smiths and all of them. No disrespect to them, but I'm just saying, like,
Yeah. I
there's
get what
no,
you're saying.
there's no
Yeah.
substance. Like you have a chance to sneak in.
Zeke and all them dudes.
Yeah, like
it
you
was
had,
tough.
like it was tough. You know what I mean? But I'll put myself. I put Sham, I put Kareem Reed, I put Shandu McNeil.
There you go.
I put any of these guys against anybody. I put Stephon Marbury, like you
Yeah.
name them. Evan
Yeah.
Harris, name
Yeah.
them. Charlie Clark. I put any of these guys against any
right.
of the guys you
right.
name.
Y'all hear
And
the
I
name?
guarantee you that, you know, we'll hold our own, if not dog these guys. So you got to play both ends of the floor. And that's what I was about. That's what we was about. Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Even Bruno, like, not to say that because, you know, he hooked me up and all that. Like,
Right.
Mike Edwards was a problem. He was on my freshman team. Like, he averaged like 15, you know what I mean? And nobody never knew that. Went to Richmond, was down, but couldn't stay eligible. Like, guys just didn't get it. You know what I mean? But we was tough, man. We was tough.
Yeah, man. Listen, man, like I said, we got Zig in the building. Uncle Weiss, what you got to ask him?
I mean, how was it? I don't know the experience with you guys when you had that run with Felipe. How was that?
Well, shout out to Felipe, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the 30-30 and all that too. That was big for us. If y'all ain't see it, Showtime 30-30.
Mm-hmm.
Felipe got the joint. Yeah, man. I mean, I thank Felipe a lot, man. You know what I mean? To be honest with you, because like he was a humble kid. Like he never was arrogant, you know what I mean? And
Right.
he had a whole bunch of people around him that was just weird. You know what I mean? But I never cared. Like let me tell you something. I never really cared about anything but winning.
Right.
And going to school. You know what I'm saying? School was easy for me. I mean, that's throughout college, everything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Education is simple.
Right.
That's just to me.
Right.
But without Felipe, I think we wouldn't have got all of, you know, the stardom that we got.
Right.
Or had or whatever situation. I mean, not saying that we wouldn't have won without him, but he gave us an outlet. You know what I mean? We were a high school team. We were taking like 3 travel trips a year.
Right.
Who does that? Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Right. Shout out to Coach Mo Hicks,
Hold on.
man.
Let me ask you a question.
Shout out to Lou DeMello.
Shout out to Lou
Yes, sir.
DeMello.
Shout out
He's
to
the
all
one
them
that-
brothers. Yes, sir.
Uncle Weiss made a mistake.
No,
Shout
it's
out
all
to
good.
Lou
Mo
DeMello.
Hicks is my guy. That's
Mo
my
Hicks
brother.
is my guy. That's why you're
Now, for y'all in the building,
DeMello.
Zig talk about playing with Felipe Lopez. If y'all didn't know, now let me ask you a question. How did y'all handle that spotlight? Because I'm me being at that age, I remember cameras every day, all the time. So how did that help some players' games or hurt some players' games?
I think it helped. Like, that's why I said shout out about the 30-30. That's how they got so much footage. Because
Right.
it was just so much going on. And I said we were like maybe 10 years too early. If we had been around the YouTube era and Instagram and all this, like we would have been on everything every day. We'd have
Like the
played.
Fab Five.
All our games would have been on ESPN.
Yeah, they've been televised.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, we was traveling 3 times a year. The lights and all that, I think it just made us want it more. Because you look at it, it's like, yo,
Showtime.
it's showtime, you know. And then once we became the #1 team in the nation,
Number one.
Say that again. Zig.
#1 team in the
Number
nation.
1 team in
Rice
the nation.
Raiders.
Rice
Yeah.
Raiders.
Starting
Zig
point
starting
guard.
point guard.
Number 1 team in the country.
Come on, man.
Yeah, so that was tough. We had a target on our back.
If you don't
what I
know,
mean? So,
now you know.
it was just reporters everywhere. But the thing about it, what I will say is, for us outside of Felipe, we didn't experience as much as he did. So if we have a game, we win the game, they'll have a table for Felipe after the game for him to sign autographs.
Right.
There's no table for us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We walking around. Anybody that liked us, they run up, hey, can I sign? So we get a sign or two. You know what I mean? So it was more on him. You know, at the end of the game, they were around him more than they were around us. And we understood it. We was cool with it.
That's right.
I don't think nobody had an issue with it. You know what I mean? You know, my junior year, it was some situations, but I get it. You know what I'm saying? And I need to clear this up real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Hey, listen, platform is yours, my brother.
That's what this platform is
Because
for.
I had an interview with the Rice Raiders basketball shit, and excuse my language. And I had said something, they was asking me like, what was my worst moment at Rice? And I was like, my junior year, you know, we lost by 1. The McClancy score was 33-32.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we're
Defensive
supposed to take
game.
it back to back. Like, you know what I mean? That was our year. I was supposed to go to the city championship 4 years in a row. You know what I mean?
Right.
I did it 3 out of 4. I did that.
Mean.
You know what I'm saying? So I was just saying, I said, like, you know, I think at that moment, Reg is my brother, always will be my brother. I'm talking about Reggie Freeman.
Yeah,
Yes.
Nothing could change that.
Right.
I just thought at that moment when we lost, it wasn't for him. You get what I'm saying? We was going through Felipe the whole year. It was just a bad situation.
Right.
The way we went out. That's all I said. He didn't do anything wrong. He was our rock. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Reg was the warrior. Don't
Right.
get it twisted. So I just want to say, Reg,
Yeah,
I love
Reg
you, my
is
brother.
tough. Yes, sir.
Please don't text me, not you, nobody else about that dumb stuff.
Yeah.
It was just a situation where I thought should have just kept going through the guy. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it didn't work out for us. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to say that.
Okay. Once again, man, all ball, we don't go ice, man. Listen, Zig got a lot to say, a lot to talk about legendary moments. Zig, I want to ask, give me that. What was your defining moment when you knew, yeah, they can't rock? I'm in. Or give me like one of your best moments in basketball, whether it's college, Rice, in the streets. What was that game that you always will be remembered by?
To be honest, it's probably always gonna be the city championship. You know what I'm saying? Going against my nemesis, my guy, my brother, Kareem. You know what I'm saying? Reed, that was like
Kept secret.
Yeah, it was like, you know what I'm saying? It was big when I played Reem. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because after the game, we get on the same bus together and come home.
Right.
And go to the block. A lot of people don't know that to this day. You know what I'm saying? It's people that have hate for Reem that love me, and I tell them, y'all lost your mind. I'm with him. I was with him yesterday.
Right.
Probably that always. But I think when I was at Wichita State, you know what I'm saying? Like my sophomore year, like my freshman year, once again, a lot of people don't know about me, right? So after Rice, I went to a prep school. I went to Hargrave Military Academy.
Okay.
Right? I signed with Wichita State already. But I had like an RCT that I had to pass, global, you know, clearinghouse, all that stuff. So I was waiting for the results. So I wound up going to Hargrave Military Academy, not knowing that. Hopefully I don't get anybody in trouble. I didn't even know Wichita was behind it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I was supposed to go do a year there and then come, whatever. It was a military school. I'm from 40, from Harlem. You know what I'm saying? I can't go out, can't walk the streets. It's like
we ain't
locked
used
up.
to that. Right.
I'm wearing uniforms. I'm doing chores. I'm waking up 6 a.m. It was weird.
Adjustment in life.
So I wound up leaving like 3 weeks in. Finding out I got the score. Left, came back to New York City, went to DC with my friend for a minute to do some things, came back. I got to Wichita State my freshman year, February 5th. Season already in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I get there, they telling me they're gonna redshirt me and all that. I'm dressing, but I'm sitting on the bench every game.
Right.
And they wound up putting me in one game, long story short. But then my second year, I played every game, started every game. I played 39 minutes, only 40-minute game. You can look it up. Played 39 minutes.
Legendary shit.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And they gave me the rock, and I felt good again. It was like I felt like Zig again. You know what I'm saying? That was a time of basketball. We didn't win a lot of games that year, but I felt like Zig. Like I was going. I let us.
You was yourself.
I led us in scoring in conference play. I was like 3rd in scoring overall. Second in assists in the conference.
Crazy.
Behind my man Jamal Smiley. Shout out to my man Jamal Smiley from Long Island. I was like 9th in steals. Like I had a great season. You know what I'm saying? And I was getting invited to like USA basketball. My man E. Harris was down. He could tell you and all that stuff.
Right.
And then my coach wound up getting fired.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And
Worst shit that ever happened.
That year probably was like my best year in basketball in a long time. You know what I'm saying? Outside of my senior year at Rice. Because I was just rocking. They let me play basketball.
Right.
Saw the article like Zip instead of Z's and Ziggy McKey pumps.
Right.
I was playing basketball.
I was enjoying it. Right.
Yes, sir.
But, my coach got fired and that thing went bad.
Yeah, man. Big shout out to Zig, man.
That's
so
right.
Can you give us, if you can remember, some of the players you played with and played against when you was out there in Wichita?
Yeah, to be honest with you, man, Wichita, that league was crazy. We had 4 draft picks that year. So Shea Sills, Chris Carr, Troy Hudson,
nice,
and Anthony Parker.
Right.
All 4 of them went to the league that year.
Nice.
Chris Carr played for Phoenix. He went to Southern Illinois. Shea Sills got drafted by the Lakers. He went to Tulsa. Troy Hudson, y'all know he played years in the league.
Right.
He went to Southern Illinois as well. And Anthony Parker was a first-round draft pick. That's Candace Parker, brother.
Right.
Nice.
You know, and so we had 4, and we had more than that in that conference. That conference was tough. And for me to play as well as I did, I was feeling good about myself.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
As should.
So, I was on a run there, you know what I mean? And then, like I said, I got invited to the USA tryouts, all that stuff, but I didn't have any school after that. A guy named Randy Smithson came in. His father was the head coach when they had Xavier McDaniel, Antoine Carr, Chris Leviston. That year when they was like #1 in the country in the 80s. So with my coach getting fired, he was a JUCO coach out there doing his thing. They already wanted him to be the coach.
Right.
So when he came in, he was like, yo, you had a great year. We rock with you. I'm gonna let you stay. Don't worry about everything good, but I'm gonna bring somebody in to compete. And he told me it was gonna be his JUCO point guard that he had with him, which is cool. I don't mind competing. His name is Terry Hankton. Shout out to Terry. I don't really know him like that, but I would have destroyed him. Right? Which I did. So it'll come up, which I did, because we wound up playing them at Cleveland. We wound up playing them at Cleveland State. You know what I mean? I beat them.
Okay.
So I was gonna stay, but then I had other coaches like, yo, listen, we got offers. So, like all of the New York schools, Manhattan, Fordham, Iona, they wanted me to come back. I didn't want to come back to New York. I had UAB, New Mexico, a couple of schools that was like, yo, come rock with me. But I'm not gonna jump, I'm gonna get back, but I just want to go one of my coaches was like, yo, he used to coach with Coach Rolly Massimino at Villanova and UNLV.
Right.
He's like, yo, Rolly about to get the job at Cleveland State. And he wants you to come to him. I'm like, Rolly Massimino?
Right.
Was it? Book me, I'm flying in. And then that's how I got there, but then we'll get to that.
Right. Okay. Uncle Wax, you got something you want to ask him?
I like the way the story sounded. Let him keep flowing, Zig.
Yeah, so then after that, like I said, I had wound up transferring. I mean, it was tough. I ain't even gonna lie, because like I said, man, I wanted to stay at Wichita State so bad. You know what I mean? And I had the opportunity. Once again, if somebody kicked me out, I said, I'm a grown man. Everybody know who I am. I have no problem with talking.
Right.
But
hold on. Before you finish, let me ask you a question. You think your career would have turned out different if you could have stayed at Wichita State?
Definitely. Yeah. Definitely. The opportunity was definitely there. They believed in what I was doing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it was a different kind of basketball. I was quick, I was fast, I had dribble. I was doing different things. Passes was different. I had
He's
that
playing the
sizzle.
city game?
Yeah, I was playing that city game out there.
Right. Playing your game.
Yeah, they was
playing your
loving it.
game.
You know what I mean?
Let's go here. For the young men and women, how important is it for a player to have that, where they have a coach that got their back and the coach is letting them be them? How important is that?
Very important. Let me just go real quick back to the Mellow, because I had Providence, Rutgers. I had these other schools that I'm thinking like I need to go to. And my high school coach was like, yo, bro, go where you gonna play.
That's right.
He said all that, you got every year they're gonna bring in a McDonald's All-American, somebody that's the top 50 that's trying to compete.
Right.
Just go somewhere where you know you're gonna play, man.
That's right.
So that was the thought process, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, always I want these kids to understand, these big schools are jumping at you, but you go in there and you're sitting on the bench competing every year.
Right.
You got the opportunity to play right
all
out the
the
gate.
time.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying? Even
Yes.
at Cleveland State, I started both years, both of my years with Rolly. It was a different situation. It was
Different
more
offense.
of Rolly was you the point guard, run the team, get your guys and be a leader, do this. If it's
the keys to the car.
if it's there, go. You know what I mean?
Right.
I went from averaging like 12 points to like 7 and 6 points my last 2 years. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But my assists always went up. I averaged like 8, 7 assists, shit like that.
Right.
But it was just
Wasn't your game.
It wasn't my game, and God bless Rolly Soul. I love him to death because without him, I wouldn't have my college degree.
That's what counts.
Yes, sir.
See, that's
Yes,
what
sir.
counts. That's what I want to explain
Hey,
to these
man.
kids out here.
Congratulate you for that. That's
How
most
important it is when you get a chance to go to college.
Columbia graduate school as well.
Come
You
on,
guys
bro.
know that.
Out of this whole
I did
listen,
that through Harlem Children's Zone. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Jeff Canada.
do y'all hear this? I want y'all to understand. Hey, we love the game. We love the stories. We love all of the legendary things. What was most important is what he just said.
Free education.
Come on, man. The man graduated.
Free education.
Man graduated.
And just to get on basketball,
Taking
with
advantage.
that, I was talking to Ice earlier. Anybody that's looking at this, if they even work for Harlem Children's Zone, they probably got the job through me. And I'm not digging myself up. Like that's what I was on.
That's the truth,
I tried to
man.
get everybody in. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day,
That was the word. That was the word
Right.
in the streets, man.
You
You need a job
you
at
can't-
Harlem Children. Don't go
you
see
can't-
Zig. He will hook you up,
you
man.
can't try to heal your community with people outside of the community. I'm not saying
Right.
that.
Right.
Sometimes you need the people that's right
Yeah.
in the middle of it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Fact.
So it didn't work out for a lot, but it worked out for a couple. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah,
So,
but you had the right intentions and your heart was in the right place. So,
right.
like I said, that's what this platform with me and Uncle Rice is building as far as like giving you guys like you to tell y'all stories and for people to also people need to know.
Right.
Like, it ain't about bragging or boasting. You can be humble, but people need to know how great we are. Just because we ain't make it to the NBA or we ain't got this, that don't mean we ain't great.
Or
That
more.
don't mean we didn't do great things. Go ahead,
And
Uncle Rice.
I like to say, guys, for players like Zig, a lot of you guys out there, y'all must have forgot. These guys were killers. You must have forgot.
Started his whole life.
Again, with great competition.
Yeah, because I know we went into college and all that, but like I'm gonna go back to Cleveland State and I'm gonna stay there.
Yes.
But just me going right back to Rice real quick, like my senior year, man, like, and people try to define my career with Rice, and sometimes it get me mad because the same guys, like I played that season with Rice, like my sophomore, junior year, where I didn't score a lot of points and everybody knew. I just came from averaging 23 as a freshman.
Right.
Then my junior and sophomore year, I'm averaging 6 and 8, stuff like that.
Right.
My senior year, I was second leading scorer on the team.
You're
Melvin,
winning.
Felipe Lopez, Melvin McKey, Gary Saunders.
Yes.
Right.
Like
You
we
the
didn't
second
have no
lead.
scores. We had Rob Johnson, scientific Matt. We had people coming up. Like I need people to really look at my senior year. Like I was killing y'all.
Right.
Like I was running up y'all chest. Every one of y'all.
That's right.
Like I'm just being honest.
Right,
Like,
right.
name a night I didn't. Like what
Right.
are y'all talking about?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
people just always, you wasn't shooting the ball. That was my junior year.
Tell a friend, we got Zig in the building.
I had
That's
Reggie
right.
Freeman and Felipe, G. Cox, Gary. I had people to get a ball to.
You was doing
My
your job
senior year,
on general.
I ran up y'all chest and I was number one in the country. None of y'all beat me.
Facts.
So I'm just being honest.
Right,
Like
right.
I be hating the fact that y'all don't do that to me. Y'all can leave me out of stuff, but don't
Right.
tell me I wasn't good.
Now
Right.
let's talk about hold on, Uncle Weiss. Before we started,
I
like you
that,
said,
Zig. Hold on, man.
go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Tell me again, Zig.
You can leave me out of stuff, but don't tell me I wasn't good.
There you go, my
Whoever
brother.
was nice, I beat you.
Now hold on. Talk about how, like you said, before you got the Rice, they was last place.
Right.
You and your crew get there, put that in play,
Right.
and like I said,
Rest is
off
history.
to the races. The rest is history.
Yeah, we started that. Like I said, man, I like to take credit for that, man. That crew from 90 to 94, we took pride in it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, our sophomore year, we lost it with Andre Riddick, Sherman Anderson, Sheldon Jefferson. We wasn't supposed to even be there,
Right.
but we got there.
How about
City
that?
championship in Fordham. You know what I mean? And then, like I said, junior year, we took a spill, and then senior year, we wasn't even talking to nobody. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, like I just need people to understand that. Like, don't play with us. We ran through the city. And then during that time, like I was talking about earlier, like, even public school, you had Brandeis, you had Corey Wright, Albert,
Right.
they took it, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
My man Kenny Arch,
Right.
Walt French, and then you had Richmond who had Kuda. I mean, they had Puda,
Yeah, and,
Courtney
and Ali
Miles,
Mo, yeah.
you had Ali, you had Ali
Rest in-
Mo,
rest in
Tyrone
peace.
Evans,
Yeah.
Alfred Fitzgerald, you had Aunt Mac,
Tough.
Fat Mac, God bless his soul. I'm missing somebody, my man Virgil Smiley. Like them dudes was tough.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
they
Like
were.
Right.
you had kids in the Bronx, Stevenson, you had Bruce Sims, Kerry Goat and them, Kerry
Right.
Thompson.
Right.
Yeah,
Shout out to
yeah,
Kerry
yeah.
Thompson.
Like,
Go.
you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Like, come on. And I forgot to say Kerry, like, he was a killer. He was the best player
Yeah.
in the
I
city
mean,
in
carried on my
92.
show, man. Get him up here, man.
Best player in the city in 92. I don't
Best
want to hear
player
no
in the city,
Felipe
huh?
Lopez, man. I played with Felipe. Kerry Thompson, best player in the city in 92. Hands down.
Yeah.
Shout out to the GOAT, man. You heard it. My man Zig said Kerry was out there killing them.
Listen, man. Once again, this is history. This
All
is legend shit. This is, like I said, man. I don't understand how there's no other platforms talking to these young brothers, man. Like I said, man, these basketball stories, these guys they played with, played against, the schools they went to. Like, come on, man. Y'all hear it. Y'all hear it.
Guys
You
are
know?
legendary.
Come on, man. So let me ask you a question. How being from Harlem in that era, explain that experience, how crazy it was. And what basketball meant to you, and what does it still mean to you?
So for me, during that time, I mean, it was a little crazy because first of all, I was already into upset, like I said. So we had a little crew called BBO, and we was already popping. We was
Shout
young
out
kids.
BBO, yes,
You know what I'm
sir.
saying? We was young and we was popping already. So for me to like be in newspapers and stuff, like, you know what I mean? Be on MSG, Mike Quick, you know, thing, highlights and things like that. You know, you come around the block and you got people like, yo, you in the paper. Oh, I saw you last night on this.
Right,
you know what I mean? So it was dope. You know what I mean? And then just being from Harlem, you get love. You know what I mean? You had some haters. You know what I mean? Like,
Of course.
shout out to my brother Bad. You know, guys like that. You know what I mean? And Nut, God bless. I mean, my brothers. You know, they both my brothers, but they'll say stuff like, "You ain't better than Stephon. You ain't better than Shandu."
Sound like Doggy.
And I'll be like,
Sound
yo,
like Doggy.
you don't know them. Like, I'm from Harlem, you know me. Like,
Right.
come root for me. You know what I mean? But they finally came around. They definitely was with me.
Right,
You know, that Bad is my brother.
Right.
But you know, but it was more love than anything. You know what I'm saying? And I think just representing Harlem alone, #1 in the country, traveling. I wasn't a kid getting in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was doing stuff, but I wasn't getting arrested. I wasn't out here holding guns and all that. I wasn't an idiot. You know what I mean? I just understood how to get $1 and go to school. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. I mean, Harlem was dope at the time, and then parties, everything was going on. Like, like I said, and then once again, you in newspapers and stuff like that. We had 3 different newspapers. You had the Post, the Daily News, and the Newsday. People forgot the Newsday was the colorful.
Newsday.
Right.
Yeah,
the colorful.
Gee, they had color.
You had the colorful picture.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Newsday.
yeah, so it was like you in 3 different papers. You know what I mean? You being talked about. You know, you got these people flying in to see you. You know what I mean? So it was cool. You know what I mean? Harlem showed me love. You know what I mean? Never time I ain't have a new pair of sneakers.
That's right. Oh man, listen.
I was good.
Back in that day, you ain't have to want for nothing.
Harlem they took care of me. I was all right.
That's right. Oh boy, with Uncle Weiss, man, we got the legendary Zig, man. We're gonna keep him up here for a couple more minutes because, like I said, this basketball talk is lovely, man. I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
My Celtics on tonight, you know.
Number 4, Larry Callis. Big Cal said, "What's up?"
Yeah, look, some people they in the building.
Let me tell you real quick, Callis, man. Yeah, listen, that's a great guy, man. You know, when you come in as a young guy, man, you don't really understand. You know what I'm saying? You trying to be all over the place. You're trying to get in. And Larry understood. You know what I'm saying? Like, kept his body well, practice every day, never took a day off. You know what I'm saying? He really pushed you, and you know what I mean? And I didn't appreciate it. Larry, I love you, man. Word up, man. Thank you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Big shout out to Larry.
Thank you, Larry. I appreciate you.
Yes. Zig, give me your top 5 point guards from your era.
You can include yourself too. We always tell everybody you can include.
You better
yourself.
include yourself.
I wouldn't even include myself because I'm talking about people I like. I'm be honest, like competing against.
Yeah.
Kareem Reed is #1.
Okay.
And he became #1 once I got the rights. Before that, we played with each other at Young Life. He was, you know what I'm saying? But once he got the raise, everybody just pimped us against each other. You know what I'm saying? Once again, knowing what I do. You know what I mean? Rice just put me on a different, I guess, mirror.
Right.
I'm not saying this because he in the league, Steph. I mean, I had wild battles with Steph. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got articles, round ball, golden hoops, whatever you want to name, Rucker, citywide. You know, I played against Steph. Steph was always a great competitor. Shandu McNeil from Malloy. He was tough, man.
McNeil, shout out.
Pick you up
Big shout.
He picked you up 94 feet. That was crazy. Same thing I do. Like,
As soon as you get the rock.
As soon as you turn around, like, yo, what what I'm saying?
Right. I'm on your neck.
I'm on your
Right.
neck.
Yeah, that's
That
a-
computer
Right.
shit. Like, why you guard me like that?
Right.
Yeah, good. That's 3.
That might sound like I got cocky or something, but I don't really know. And I know people be like, "Yo, you played against Cam, you played against this person, you played against that." I'm talking about when I was playing, like them dudes wasn't it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Sham was a junior at LaSalle. Sham was getting like 17 assists and shit in his junior year.
Crazy.
Like real talk.
Yeah.
But Sham wasn't a scorer like that my senior year.
Right.
It was some games Sham might have had 21, but Sham was getting them and getting that rock off,
Right,
shaking the hell
right.
out you.
Mhm.
So I didn't get that senior year Sham where he was getting 27.
Ah, got
You know
you.
what I'm
Got
saying?
you.
So
yeah,
it wasn't like
yeah.
I was me and him was going back and forth like
Right,
each
right,
other.
right,
You know
right.
what I mean? So a lot of people don't get that. Like they be like, "Yo, but you play?" No, Sham was making sure that LaSalle got to where they need to be.
Right,
His junior year
right.
is similar
Doing
to
his
what I was
job.
doing my junior year.
Dropping
Right.
the
Don't get it
dimes
twisted.
off.
He'll put 20 on you quick.
Right,
You
right,
know what I
right.
mean?
Big
And
shout
he
out
was like
Sham.
all Dyson and all
Big
that.
shout out to
But
Sham guard.
he didn't have to get 27 and 30 like he did his senior year, which I didn't
Right.
get to witness, and I'm so mad I didn't get to witness that. being in
Right,
school.
right, right.
But yeah, I could throw Sham in there as well. And then yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Like Tariq Thacker. I mean, then
Okay.
you talk about street ball and things like that. Yo, listen, I forgot that Jerry McCullough. Yeah, Jerry McCullough, right?
Red color.
And I say this not just because he was at Rice, you know what I'm saying, but like that year I told you we beat everybody and all that. Like Jerry was putting me in the post. Jerry was housing me.
Tell
you know
him
what I'm
you
saying?
can
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Jerry was different.
Right,
And I think
right.
we all kind of looked up to Jerry because he was
Right.
from our neighborhood. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you know, we saw him dunk on Adrian Autry. We was like, yo, he dunked on Adrian Autry. Like, you know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
So
Right.
yeah, those type of guys.
Okay,
Right.
big shout Jerry McCullough,
Shout out
man.
to
Jerry
Yes, sir.
all
Yes,
day.
sir. Hey, man, once again, man, all ball with Uncle Whites. We got the legend Zig in the building.
Yes, man.
Zig, before you get out of here, I need your top 5 NBA greatest all time.
This might be easy for me.
Okay.
That's what I like to hear. We gonna listen.
We know
Yeah.
one of his players is.
Please speak into the mic because
I
listen,
mean,
we gonna start
I'm an old
something.
school guy.
We know
you know,
one.
There's no LeBron.
We know
Listen.
one. We know who his
Nah,
favorite
but
player
listen,
is
what's so
already.
crazy about it is I have nothing against LeBron. You know what I'm saying? It's just weird to me. Like, you know, everybody be talking at Jordan LeBron. Like, this dude played 20 years. Jordan played like 13. It took him 7 more years to pass Jordan and score. Like
Hello?
all the stats.
Talk
Like,
to
all
him.
the stats and
Yeah.
stuff.
Talk to him.
Just
Don't get them mad.
No,
Don't get them mad
yeah.
at you,
No,
man.
listen, I'm not
talking
mad.
about
Like,
LeBron.
Like, he's
young
just
cats.
getting past these guys with these stats 20 years. Like, he's like, and then like Larry Bird is on my 5.
Yeah.
Well, that's
You
true.
know
Go
you
ahead.
love
When
Larry Bird.
when you put things up, like if you look at NBA stats, please, I need y'all to start looking at this stuff, y'all. It'd be like only 3 players in NBA history did it. It'd be like LeBron, Larry Bird, and it's always
Yeah.
LeBron, Larry Bird, and I'm telling you, like, don't do that to my man. So
That's right.
it used to be Magic, Jordan, Larry, Tim Duncan, and Elijah Warren. I took Tim Duncan out and put LeBron in. Only reason why I'm going by position. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Power forward.
If you want to take anybody out,
Okay.
I take Hakeem out and put Tim Duncan. These are just the guys that I
I take
like.
out Akeem and take out Shaq, and mine's is just like that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's who I rock with. I probably won't never change that unless something else happen. I'm not really a Steph Curry fan. I love that dude. He's different. Trust
Best
me. I go home to watch him.
Right,
Oh,
right,
I'm
right.
not really into that. You know what I'm saying? So I was a killer.
Tell him again, Zig.
So
Yeah.
we like
See?
we,
Who up next?
Ain't nobody give you a problem, Zig?
yeah.
Look,
Name
now,
a couple.
look, in your era, because the Val talk just
Right.
like you.
Name
Y'all-
again.
Nobody
Val said ain't nobody. Val said ain't nobody give me
a
a problem.
the era.
Hey,
everybody
look,
killer.
look, look. Give me one or two.
I gave Val a problem.
Oh.
See,
Yeah,
y'all
yeah.
better go one-on-one.
Yeah, no, we need both of them on the couch. But go
Like,
ahead.
if anybody said it, like, come on. During our era, it's impossible for somebody not to get
Right,
at
you already know
Right,
that.
right.
You already know
Come
that.
on, y'all. Like,
So we gotta
like,
ask.
like, come on, man. Like I just said, all the dudes I named, man, they had their night against me, and I had my
Right.
night against them.
I like what you said. You said,
You know what I'm
man,
saying?
Jay McCullough put me in the post. Like,
Right.
Yeah, like,
right.
you know what I'm saying?
You do it.
You know where you stood. You know what I
Right.
mean? So dudes out here that say they never got, come on. I've been there. I've seen y'all get dope. So
Yeah.
it happens. You know what I mean? But it was rare.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? And I appreciate the outlet, man. You know what I mean?
man. Sir.
Appreciate having
Hey man,
You know what I mean?
listen, bro. You welcome here anytime.
Yeah.
We want to tell you honestly, real talk from all of us, Kels, Fabian, All Ball, Uncle Ice. We appreciate everybody that come up here, bro.
Right.
Everybody's welcome.
You know what I would love to do?
Yeah.
Your whole crew, Gary, Sam, all of y'all, do y'all in the park.
My
Video
man-
y'all in the park. Like
My
a
man
45th
Steve
Street.
McDowell, yeah.
All of them.
Listen,
My man, Kev Bell,
Yeah,
all
yeah,
of them.
yeah.
All of them. Bring them all.
like we really this
Bring 'em all.
platform. What we always say, Uncle Ice, who this platform for?
For them, not for us.
Because once again, we come from that era where, like you said, y'all be forgetting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but and I say, you know, and it's crazy because real quick before I go,
Yeah.
you know, he just he's like, yo, get your whole crew.
Yeah.
And that's really my crew. Like
Right,
I hung
right.
with these guys every day.
Yeah.
These still my friends.
Yeah.
Like Gary Saunders, Shem
Mhm.
Wells, Shamgar,
Right.
William Wood, Steve McDowell,
Yeah.
Kevin Bell. Like these are my friends.
We need
These
them
are
all,
guys
man.
that
Right
I
in the
dealt with
park.
every day.
Live. We go live in
And-
the street, man. We got camera crew.
And it's not the, you know, and even, you know, and I'm not mentioning these guys because who they are, but even Cam and Mace. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, he was killers.
Yeah.
like these
Cam
are guys
was a
that
killer.
these
Watch
are
the
guys
play.
that I was with every day.
Right,
I watched
we was
Cam
giving-
play
we
55th
was-
when he was 15, man. With
these
Mosley.
kids was I just sent something to Cam yesterday real quick. I had found because I was looking through the articles to start
Right,
sending y'all,
right.
and I got it as him, Floyd Berger, Jamal Hunter, Joaquin Reeves, Courtney Miles, and Cameron Giles. That was all city, all PSAL.
Fire.
That was, and I sent it to him, and I'm like, yo, dudes don't even know. Just do like we
Yeah.
got buckets. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
my crew, my whole crew, was about it. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
we all, you know, unfortunately, we all got something out of it. You know, 80% of my crew went Division I or made something. So
Education, man.
dope, man. You know what I'm
Yes, sir.
saying? My
Yes,
brother
sir.
graduated from Cornell. My brother Bernard Rock went to Utah State.
Congratulate all them
You know what I'm
brothers.
just saying? Like, yeah, we-
Bernard Rock in the building. We just had him.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just had him up there.
That's another
Yeah.
legend.
Yeah.
he went to the
His
Sweet
story
16.
ill.
He went to the
Yeah.
Sweet 16
Yeah.
in Utah State. That's
Facts.
right.
Yeah, and
You know,
he said he was nice in football.
Yeah.
He
Yes,
was,
our
he was
boy. He was up
awesome.
here
Yeah,
last
he
week.
went to
Yeah.
Army in Arizona. Yo, listen, man.
Yeah,
we got-
we just spoke to
He
him
was up here last week.
last
he
week.
used to be on my five. My five, we might be like 29-1.
Momo in the building. Go
It used
ahead.
to be
Momo.
me. It used to be me, Ali Mo, Sham, Pee Wee, and my man Woods.
Yeah,
That was our
yeah.
five.
Wow, big shout
Shout
out
out to my
Bernard
man
Rock,
Woods,
my
too,
man
man. I
Pee
like
Wee.
Woods.
Yeah,
Woods
man,
is
that's
family,
crazy. Yo, man, that's why I say you gotta love it. And I seen him in here. Look, he was telling you what's up, my brother. That's him right there.
Oh, Pee Wee, what up? You
Yeah.
already know.
Yeah.
Hey, big shout out Pee Wee, man. Bernard Rock, man. Listen, you see how it be, man. I love this. Like I said, man, I appreciate everybody. We want to get up here as many as possible. Everybody's welcome.
Right.
And remember how we do it. If you can't come sit with us, we talk to you on the live.
That's
Right.
right.
If anything I can do to help you guys, get anybody, if you want to talk to somebody and I know them, let me know.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, my brother. Appreciate it, man. Once again, man. All Ball with Uncle Whites, man. We out of here, man. Zig, man.
Shout out to Zig,
Appreciate
man.
you, my brother, in the
Shout
building.
Shout out to my wife, my daughters, my grandson. You know what
Sir.
I mean? Everybody that I love, you get it.
Yes, sir. Appreciate
Right.
y'all.
Appreciate
Till
y'all, man.
next time.
All Ball and Uncle White signing
Yes,
off,
sir.
y'all.
Oh, man, that was nice, Zig. Real talk, bro.
Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, I love that. I appreciate you.
Yeah, man. Thank
We
you, my
talking
brother.
about-
Yeah.
No, I love the good basketball story.
Yeah.
Niggas be forgetting.
Yeah, these niggas be forgetting.
Huh?
You still on YouTube?
Huh?
You still on YouTube?
Oh.
Oh.